statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that.
And that is up and away as we welcome softball fans to the first pitch of this 2 p.m. time slot. We have Caboolture taking on Toowoomba. First in the batter's box for Caboolture is number 34, Preston Reed. That one is well inside for ball 2. Introduce our umpires first for this game. Behind the plate we've got Emmett Council, and on first base is Cooper Nitschke, sorry. Up and over. This is 3-0 count. So throw gets away from the pitcher, but no runners on.
Jonty Capita starting off with the pitching duties for Toowoomba to Jonathan Whitaker behind home plate.
And that will be ball 4. And first base runner by a walk in this game.
That will bring up the second batter for Caboolture in this lineup, Braxton Neild.
Again, up and over for a ball.
Jonty just taking a moment to get his radar on.
He's got his pace well and truly up there. Just needs to get the release point working with it. Big left-hander pitcher. Again, up and over for another ball.
Good grab from behind the plate there by Whitaker. Still keeping Reed on first base though as a base runner for Caboolture.
And there finds the radar, gets away from the catcher, which allows that runner to get to 2 though. Lovely pitch.
Yeah,
Lovely
Jonte
pitch on the
coming-
outside corner. Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, came back well with another pitch there. Oh, up high, got him swinging though. And that is the first out for Toowoomba over Caboolture. Braxton Neild heading back into the dugout.
So we have another look at that. Yeah, couldn't help himself there. Left-hander in the batter's box now in Noah Malmans. In the dirt for a ball.
Reed not able to advance from second base. Away from the catcher there for a ball that will allow the runner to come round onto third base.
Only just a bit casual there with the running.
Yeah.
seen that a little bit. These boys' teams, and a couple have been caught out. Very casual and getting out at home. Lovely pitch there, right across the outside corner for a called strike. Two balls, one strike is the call. Use that one into the fence up that baseline for foul ball.
Got rid of it nicely, but just came a little bit too late with the hands around on that one.
2-2 the count here on Noah. It's still Noah, yep.
Still Noah, yep.
Up and away for a ball.
Loading up the count now. Runner still over on third base.
And that'll be a walk. Runners on either side of town now. So we see the number 4 batter, Xander Reed, step into the batter's box. And we see the steal here. Okay, Toowoomba give him a bay. One away. Up and over. Just not quite finding his radar yet here.
Takes the base though, runner. First base wide open now for Reed. Just needs to get bat on, but Shante will be trying very hard not to let him.
Oh, it's a great pitch right across the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1-1 becomes a count. He'll be trying to string a few of those together now. The Toowoomba pitcher been a little bit erratic. Good pace though, so hopefully the accuracy will just come naturally. And there it is again. Lovely
Great
pitch. 1-2 now the count. It seems to be that third strike is somewhat elusive.
Does have some pitches to play with though here too as well. Always handy as a pitcher.
Oh, he holds his hands back. They are going to check.
Question asked? No.
No swing. 2-2.
Got him that time.
That's a great pitch. Cuts across, he had to swing and he did swing but couldn't get any purchase. And that will record the second out for Toowoomba as we have a look at the replay while the next batter steps into the batter's box. It's a lovely left-handed pitch just cutting across the zone there.
Back in live Clay Munro in the left-handed batter's box.
That sprays away. They're going for the run at home. He'll get there. And Caboolture have opened that count. There's potential here for a second run, but he wasn't quite ready. So Caboolture officially opened their account here with Clay Munro in the batter's box.
Two away now here.
Up and away for a ball. Does not let up with that pace.
No.
Probably one of the fastest pitches we've seen here so far. Him and Jay-Z from Redlands,
yeah.
Probably pretty close to on par.
Oh, great pitch.
Right across the bottom of the zone for a called strike there. So Toowoomba will be hoping to shut this innings down at this batter. Inside and low for a ball. 3-1 now the count, so just falls behind a bit again.
Low outside worked nicely for him last time.
Looks like that's exactly where he plans on going. See if he can find the spot.
Oh.
No, that one gets away. Looks like his second runner's going to come in. Yes, he'll score. And that is also ball 4, so batter should have been running to 2 at that point, I think. Nevertheless, Runners on 1, 2 out still as we see Cooper Roberts step into the batter's box. First time we've seen these two sides today here at the under 14s, I should say, state titles. Excuse me for thinking some of these guys are 16s. I think a few of them did play in the 16s a couple of weeks ago. Played up in the division.
There's quite a few of them that are at least 16 foot taller than me. I can tell you that.
That's not too hard, I'm just going to say.
Perfectly normal height.
Runner on second. Want to know the count here on Cooper Roberts. Swing and a miss there. 1-1 now.
That's a nice rip out
Chips
into
it
right
over.
field.
Are they going to get him at? Oh, they didn't go for him at 1. Another
And
runner
scores the
scores.
run.
So Caboolture, 2-down rally working well here. Toowoomba just not quite able to shut the innings out. As you see, I thought he could have gone for a 9-3 there.
Taven Lynch in to bat now. Runner on 1, 2 away.
Just needs to focus on the batter here. Big swing, but a pitch is just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Beats him to the glove.
Lynch definitely wound up for that one, but no purchase.
Yeah, putting a lot of pace on it, so they just need to find contact here, as we saw with the last batter, Cooper. Contact will get you a long way here. Swing and a miss there for an 0-2 count.
Jonte Capita coming hard here. One strike away from shutting down the innings.
And
And
there's
that's
the
it.
strike. Oh, a nice little throw out there from Emma Council. So we're going to head into the bottom of 1 with Caboolture leading 3-0.
Top of the lineup here for Toowoomba is Josh Koepi. think I missed the first pitch. My apologies. Is it 2 balls? 1 ball. I was preempting. 2 balls. Is that ESP again? 3 balls. There you go. That one, however, no doubt about that. Strike 1. Clay Munro starting off with the pitching duties here for Caboolture. Xander Reid behind home plate. But Josh gets the walk on that occasion. And Toowoomba have their first base runner on first base. This will bring in Caleb Shepherd-Taylor. Nice opening pitch there. Strike 1. Koepi on first.
And it's high in the zone for a ball. 1-1 becomes the count. Comes around short,
good
it's over
grab.
the zone. Holds his bat steady to make sure he didn't swing. 2-1 now.
You know what, Xander Reid just threw his arm up there with the glove and pulled that one back down from no man's land.
It's lucky because he was staying on his knees.
Yeah.
3-1 now, falls behind in this count. Got 2 left-handed pitchers in this game, both sides fronting lefties.
Oh, floats
Lovely
that one in.
pitch for a comeback there. Full count now.
Just took the pace off that one and just dropped it in the zone. Gets him swinging, but foul.
Foul up first base line. Count remains ball 3, strike 2. Runner still on first base.
In the dirt.
Well picked up, but that would be ball 4. So first 2 batters on base here for Toowoomba. Lovely start for them. That will bring in number
35, the catcher, Jonathan Whitaker. Runners on 1 and 2, none down.
No
On
one
the
gets
outside and away.
Runners will advance. So the force is gone, infield fly rule's gone, and the runners are both in good scoring positions here for Jonathan Whitaker. Oh, he got beaten for the change of pace there. He was well ahead of that.
Yeah, nice little pitch there.
Tries to find that outside, but it's too wide. Good height, but off the side of the plate there. 2-1, it confirms Council behind the dish. That is high above the zone. 3-1 now.
Gets him swinging at the high one.
Just managed to get a tickle on that. He was in front of it again.
Yeah, and possibly a bit 50-50 if it would have been above the zone. But hitting zones are always a great thing.
Especially with 2 strikes on.
Yep.
And
Has
he
a go at that
finds-
one.
And gets a bit more purchase on it, but it's still foul into the side net.
Still ended up sort of reaching again just at the end of his swing.
Needs to try and hold his hands back a bit earlier in his swing here if he can. And he slaps
Better
at
drop
that
that
one.
one.
Oh, that's a good catch.
Nicely taken there by the second baser, Thomas Gorman.
Have another look at that catch. Diving forward to get to it. You can see there. Gets it low, juggles it, keeps it in the glove. And that will bring up number 41, is it?
Jonte Capita, the pitcher for Toowoomba today.
Jumps in the left-handed batter's box. Outside for ball one. It's another ball there. 2-0 now, the count. Chops at that one. It's getting a foul up third baseline.
Sends it right back at his on-deck batter, I think.
I think I'd jump around to the other circle if I was the on-deck batter.
It depends how the adrenaline rush works for you when you hit into the batter's box, isn't it?
One away here. Runners on 2 and 3.
Up high, good grab again. So yeah, 3 balls, 1 strike. Jonte sends
Slow
that one to
roller.
short. Beautiful pickup, but
Not in time. Good pace shown by the pitcher.
scores
Just-
a run.
Just straight up outran that throw.
Yeah.
It was very well done. Let's have another look at the replay. We see here, just kind of punched at it. Found the gap. Thought he found the gap, but a good pickup by the shortstop. But look at the pace. Beats
Yeah.
it by at least 2
I'll
steps.
tell you what, Braxton Neald, any other runner maybe had a good chance at that out, but ball 1 here on Bailey Wicks.
Toowoomba have officially opened their account with that RBI single. Bailey Wicks comes around short. I think we're going to see an allowed steal here. No, maybe not. Yeah,
Not
I
willing
think the
to
coach
chance
called
it.
it. I saw the coach just then throw his arms up at the first baser, going, "What are you doing, mate? Gonna have to
It's a
waste
pitcher.
another pitch." I think we'll see him take off here. There he goes.
Yep. And gets the strike, but moves the runner around. So first base now wide open for Toowoomba. Runners on 2 and 3 in excellent scoring position. Just the one out.
Nice pitch across the inside corner for a called strike.
Both these pitchers today finding their rhythm early in this game. Yeah, can't leave those ones.
Lovely pitch. It looked like it was going to fly high, but it
Yep,
kind of just held
just
itself
held.
a bit. And that will record the second out here. So Caboolture doing well here. Can they shut it down and keep a lead?
So coming in to bat now, PJ Potgieter, wearing the number 3 jersey and playing first base.
As
And
we see time being called,
Yep.
for the speed up roll. So the pitcher will get a runner.
yeah, Jonte comes off, Angus Duon comes on to run for him.
Runners on 2 and 3 and 2 out. PJ in the batter's box.
Up high.
And that one's in the dirt for another ball. Lovely pitch there. Gets that high inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Seeing a good variation in pace too from Munro so far. That one a little bit quicker, but we've seen the slow one use to good effect as well. Big swing at that one.
Two and 2 here, 2 out in the bottom of the first. Oh, he's gone for the late steal. I think they got him.
They did.
They did, yeah. So third out, gone for the
Interesting.
delayed steal to home. Couldn't do it. So we'll leave you with that replay as we head into the top of 2. Caboolture leading 3-1.
So as we come out into the top of the second innings, no changes from the looks of it. Jonte Capita keeping the pitching duties to Jonathan Whitaker behind home plate. PJ Potgieter on first base, Bailey Wicks second base, Henry Hambling third base, and Max Butcher in shortstop. In the outfield, left to right, Thomas Eaton, Caleb Shepherd-Taylor centre, Joshua Koepi in right, and rounding it out on the bench for us, Angus Dwan, Zach Bradley and Harrison Saunders. Coming into bat now for Caboolture will be Hunter Neild. That one up high and away, 4-ball-1. Hunter with the left field duties today for Caboolture. We'll go through their lineup next fielding innings for them.
Lovely pitch there for a called strike. Seems to have just taken a little bit of pace off it and is really hitting that zone at the moment.
Just missed on the outside there. Both catches today for Toowoomba and Caboolture doing a great job to try and convince Council of where that strike zone is.
Yeah, Council is a catcher himself, so I think he's aware of all those tricks.
Yeah, he's certainly got a few of those in his own arsenal. But 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jonte happy to just do it with the pitch. On the outside and away there.
No damage though, as he is the lead-off batter. Tries to hold his hands back. I think he did. Yeah, ball 4.
Good work there from the young batter, Hunter Neild. So this will bring us to number 9 in the lineup for Caboolture today, William Pilgrim. That one on the outside. Ball 1.
That is well up and away, catches. Runner's going to go to 2. Gets there comfortably in the end.
Good attempt from the catcher there. It did bounce back enough to give it a go, but Neild got there safely and comfortably in the end. 2 balls now.
Up and inside for another ball.
So Jonte needs to come back hard here. Certainly capable, as we've seen so far in this game. Just misses low on the outside there. This will bring us back up to the top of the lineup. Preston Reid steps into the batter's box. Also got walked last at bat.
Infield fly rule does apply. Oh, he held his hands back. Gets away from the catcher, and just like that, no more force, no more infield fly rule as the runners advance to 2 and 3 respectively.
I feel like every time you point out that the infield fly rule is on, that happens. Preston Reid watches that one go through for a called strike. It was a beautiful pitch from Jonte there.
We've got a different uniform number I was given for Preston Reid. I was given 34. It looks like it's number 4.
Oh, apologies. We may have had a change in the lineup,
No,
have we?
you've got D.
He's the D.
Thomas Gorman looks like he's having a bat. I wonder, yeah, not sure what's happened here. We had Thomas Gorman in the flex position, so
Maybe there's been a change. I have lost track of the count though, I do apologise. That one was definitely a ball. Emmett will let me know. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Thanks, Emmett. Appreciate that. And that is the walk. Infield fly does come back on. Loaded bases. None away.
as we're back to the top of the order, number 34, Preston Reed.
Right.
I think they've batted their flex,
Yep.
and Toowoomba haven't picked it up.
Yep.
I'm trying to get some confirmation. Obviously, if Caboolture are batting the wrong person, they're going to say nothing. But yeah, not sure exactly what's happened there.
So
Because
this
Hunter
is
did
Preston
bat,
Reed.
yeah.
Yep.
And William Pilgrim batted.
And our apologies, we won't necessarily always pick it up from out here because it's a fair way out.
I think they've just realised.
Just worked it out. However, too late now?
No, if
No?
you pick it up yourself, I don't think you get penalised. Caboolture's batted their flex.
Yep.
So it looks like the scorer for Caboolture has realised what's happened, has called time. Don't know how they sort this out though.
I was going to say, how does it work when the runner is
I
on
think
the
they've got-
field?
I wonder if because it should have been Preston Reed batting,
Do they just pull him and
they
keep
just pull
going?
him and he comes in, like if they kind of swap places. I have no idea, but they've batted their flex.
Yeah.
So the number 4 who just batted and got a walk, I think, he should never have batted. So that's what they're trying to sort out now.
Those of you that know the more
We've got-
intricate softball rules.
I've just seen Alan Walsh step up because we're going to need a ruling on this one as to what happens. So any of you just tuning in at home, we're just waiting to see. We've got the umpiring official for the tournament down to find out the final ruling. Caboolture have accidentally batted their flex, so they've batted someone who isn't in that batting lineup. He's currently on first base, so Just letting them decide and work out what the ruling will be as to how this will go. I feel like there's going to be at least an out somewhere for batting out of order potentially. However, because Caboolture are the ones that picked it up, there may not be any penalties. So we're just waiting, and once we get the final word, we will let you know.
Potentially, because the opposition team hasn't called it out or hasn't asked the question, it won't count as an appeal. And because the next batter in the order has faced a pitch, then our flex player who's come into that potentially still stays. So it may end up being difficult to get to have a 1 to 10 batting lineup in this innings. So yeah, if anyone's out there listening, but that is my understanding. You think that a batter is batting out of order, as the defensive team, you need to call time and make the appeal, and it needs to be made before the next batter in the lineup faces a pitch. If you do make that call before the next batter is in, then the batter who bats out of order is out. But if you miss it, then a little bit too bad, so sad, I think, is the layman's version of that rule. We'll find out.
like we're back underway, and it looks like it is the final ruling because it wasn't picked up. The bat stands, so, but number 34 is out. So there is an out. The batter who was batting, who was supposed to bat, who didn't, is out.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the batter,
Because we've got, yeah, Braxton Neild is definitely standing in the...
batter's box now. And I think he takes on the count. No, we've already had another stoppage before we've started.
Yeah.
looks like we might be ready to get underway. Long and the short of it is, looks like there's going to be none out. The number 4, who wasn't supposed to bat, the flex player, is
Going to be
looks
deemed
like
an
it's
illegal substitution.
illegal substitution, so he is out of the game. So I don't believe he is eligible to take part in this game any further. Because he batted for 34, that's as good as the 34's having a bat. So we are up with number 55, Braxton Neal. I believe it's still none out. However, because the batting team picked it up themselves, it wasn't a protest, so that's why there's no outs. So runners on 2 and 3, none out. Number 4, Thomas Gorman, I believe, is now out of the game. We'll confirm that when they come out to field.
Yep, and that will count as Preston Reed's bat, but Preston Reed's bat. Braxton Neal comes into bat, but takes on the count that Reed already had.
Yes, because he's considered to have batted. This is his bat.
So I think we're 2 and 2.
2 and 2 now, I believe. So
welcome to under 14 softball.
Yeah, good luck to any scorers on this game who are going for levels. As we see that one get past, but bit of hesitation there.
And
it's a strike 3
do the
and a tag him and he's out.
There's your K2.
That is now the first out, I believe. And that will bring in number 12, Noah Milmans.
Now we're making sure he's got a number 12, right?
We saw the number, we picked it up, and eventually the guys at the other end did pick it up too.
Big swing there.
Yeah, strike 1. And they don't make that time up in these games.
No.
That's considered part of game time. So game time is still till 3:30.
So Noah Milmans got the walk last time.
Up and away for a ball. Yeah, so anyone at home thinking there should have been outs and stuff, the reason it wasn't is because it wasn't the opposition that picked it up and challenged it or protested. Because Caboolture themselves picked it up, you can't be penalised.
Yeah.
So you just fix it and move on if you pick up your own mistake in a batting order.
What they call an appeal play. The defensive team has to make the appeal in that case.
But the illegal substitution, I believe, does mean Noah. Is it Noah? Thomas Gorman.
Thomas Gorman out.
It can no longer take part in this game. As we see, a pass ball allows that runner to steal home. So runner on 3 now. Caboolture add to their score. Caboolture add to their score, not Toowoomba.
Whoop.
So it should be 4-1.
Sorry, my apologies. It's not my fault, it's the excitement.
There's a lot happening for nothing happening on the field.
So many things. Lost the count again.
We're all back underway here. Up and away, again gets past, but the runner doesn't go. That's ball 4. Runners on the corners now. Stepping into the batter's box now should be number 25. It is Sander Reed.
Sander Reed.
I bet you bottom dollar that this Caboolture team will not bat out of order once ever again for this weekend.
No. It will be all eyes on.
I wonder who takes the blame for that one. Players, coach, scorer, none of the above, all of the above.
It's never the scorer.
Is it players win game, coaches lose games? Is that the one?
Yep.
So we see an allowed steal there. So Noah Milmans gets to second base. So runners on 2 and 3. 1 out. Swing
That's a
and a
massive
miss.
swing.
Ball 1, strike 2.
So Jonte got the better of Sander Reed last time. See if he can make it 2 in a row. Bounces that one in.
Doesn't come home, stays at 3.
high. And that will load up the count here on Reed.
Sure, Caboolture would love to get at least 2 or 3 more runs in this innings just to get more than 5 runs ahead.
Yep. Sends that one foul up the first baseline. No change in the count. On the outside.
Again, the runner not willing to go from 3. Bases now loaded as number 96, Clay Munro, steps into the batter's box.
That's the strike and can't get the throw for the pick-off. Well backed up there by the Toowoomba fielders.
Infield fly should be on here, assuming it is 1 out. We've got that right.
Chops
Slow
that into the
roller.
dirt.
Jonte gets the out, goes for the double. They've got him. Oh no,
no.
they've dropped it. They've dropped it. So that run will count. Coming home, just lost the ball on the tag there. The catcher, great effort from Toowoomba. They did get the first out at 1, but couldn't double it up. So we have another look here. Good out there at 1 and straight away fires it home. They had him, but on the tag, he just didn't have good control of the ball and it came out of the glove.
Yep.
You see time being called here by the Toowoomba players, just having a quick chat to each other in the infield. They're just checking whether it's 2 out or 3 out, I think. Because that out, whether there was an out as part of all of that kerfuffle with the batting and illegal substitution, because there'll either be 2 outs or 3. Yep, 2 outs, because there was no outs as part of that mess up with the batting out of order.
Yep.
As we said earlier, because Caboolture themselves picked up their own error, there wasn't any sort of protests.
Probably explains why with loaded bases the decision was to play the out at 1 instead of the out at home. However,
Swing and a miss for strike 1. This is Cooper Roberts in the batter's box. He had a lovely little head out to right field.
they did.
He just hung the bat out there, used the pace of the pitcher to his advantage.
Scored runs.
And this one gets past. This time the runner's coming home. He'll get there comfortably-ish.
Ish. Yeah. They
There's a lot of legs for up and down, but couldn't quite stride it out.
the hustle, maybe not so much.
I mean, if you're probably talking to him, he's probably tell you he went exactly as fast as he had to.
Exactly. Work smarter, not harder.
Swing and a miss there for a second strike from Cooper Roberts. He's going for a big swing here. We saw in his first at bat, he just made contact, and it worked very well for him.
Yeah, use the pace of the pitch from Jonte.
He held his hands back on that one.
Yeah.
I think they're going to check, but I don't think there was a swing.
Yeah.
No, confirmed by
I'd already marked it
AC.
off as a ball.
Oh, they must have heard you then.
But we probably wouldn't be
Two-
backing me from out here though.
2 and 2 the count. Swing and a miss though, there's strike 3, and after a hell of a delay, the innings is done. We're going into the bottom of 2, Caboolture leading Toowoomba 6-1.
infinite night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright? I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's
We're about to get underway, heading in. Everyone was ready, but there was no umpire. So the umpires are just finalising it here. We've still got the officials out here making sure everything's good to go.
So, yeah, with the illegal substitution that happened in the batting lineup, Thomas Gorman, who, as the fielding
Illegal player, yep.
came into bat, so he is gone from this game.
Yeah, he can't return. And at the,
Cooper Roberts, who he was
yes,
the flex for, has come into second base where Thomas was fielding.
and you also won't see the coach for the rest of this game because part of the rules, the coach also has to go. So coach isn't allowed back in the dugout or on the field for the rest of this game. Neither is the player. So we've got number 50, Cooper Roberts, who was the DP and not fielding. He has now had to come in to field because Thomas Gorman, who was fielding and not batting, has been thrown from the game. It sounds very harsh, but thrown from the game just means because there was the officials made a little bit of a boo-boo, he's not allowed to take part in the rest of this game due to the illegal batting. So we're just confirming all the paperwork still. The finish time of this game will still be 3:30 despite the long delay. We are heading into the bottom of the second here. Batting is number 3.
TJ Potgieter, strike one on him.
So he gets to come back in and start his bat again, was it? No, this is his first at bat. In the dirt, ball 2. Sorry, 1-1. Sorry, 1-1. As soon as I said ball 2, I remembered the swing and a miss. And a ground ball towards
Did he hit
shortstop.
that into his own foot?
No, I don't think he did. That's a good out there. Hit it hard into the dirt, I believe. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, just hit it hard into the ground. Good pickup and beats him by one single step. Next into bat is
Max Butcher
number 13.
playing at shortstop for Toowoomba.
Up and over for ball 1. Swing and a miss there for a strike. Yeah, so just getting confirmation there that the coach and the player have been ejected due to the illegal substitution. They'll be right to go for the next game, just the rest of this game.
Just this game.
So, got a couple of strikes here on the batter. Oh, and he gets that one in the arm. That'll be a dead ball. He will get first base. So Max
Butcher.
will get first. And that will bring in, I'm not sure who's batting next, number 1.
Henry Hambling. Yep, Henry heading into the left-handed batter's box. Butcher on first, 1 away.
Where do you think they go when they get ejected? They go hide behind the dugout?
Maybe.
Go and have a nice cold drink and an ice block maybe. Relax a little bit.
Yeah. Wait, can I get ejected?
No. Up and over for a ball.
I wouldn't want to get ejected.
So Toowoomba, they really need to try and put the maximum 5 runs on here. Level this game up in this innings if they can.
Big
Swing
swing there.
and a miss for another strike. 1 and 2 now the count.
Butcher still stuck on first base. Caboolture not letting him go very far from there. And that will be swing and an out. So 2 down now.
Another look at this. This was a nice pitch. Probably just a bit far away from the plate to be able to reach it, I think. He went for that outside, which is always tough on the left-handers. And just dropped through the zone nicely. Next into bat
Is the number 36 left fielder, Thomas Easton. That one goes through for a called strike.
He is number 9 in Toowoomba's batting lineup. Assuming they plan on only batting 9 batters.
Yeah, not 10.
Oh, they had
Oh,
a
did
go
he get
there.
it?
Safe is the call. It was a late slide.
Was.
I think he might have got there though. I think that's a very good call from the basey. Here we go. Have a look at the replay.
Yeah, Cooper Nitschke right over the top of
Yeah,
that.
he was in. Good job.
So 2 strikes on Easton here.
Low one in the dirt for ball. Ball 1, strike 2.
I don't know, Jane lost her voice this morning. Jeff seems to be starting to lose theirs.
Something will come back soon.
Yep. Big swing, and that will be the 3rd out here for Caboolture. No runs on from Toowoomba.
We're going to head into the top of the 3rd. Caboolture leading Toowoomba 6-1.
Top of the 3rd innings. Taven Lynch into bat. Wearing the number 64 for Caboolture and playing centre field. That one just getting away from Jonte again. He did get the better of Lynch first time round. Left Lynch standing and watching on a called 3rd strike.
It's a lovely low outside pitch for a called strike. Up and away for a ball.
So again, Jonte coming back into pitch, just needing that little bit of extra time to find his rhythm.
Manages to get a tickle on that one, fouls it off. Full count now.
Oh, that's a great pitch.
Has to throw him out. She does so nicely there. Ball bounced just in front of the catcher, so affects the first out though with throw. Next into bat will be, is this Hunter?
Yeah, the number 9 shirt playing left field, Hunter Neild.
Low outside for a ball. Strike, strike.
The other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah,
The ball that goes through the strike zone.
that's the one. So Hunter got walked last time.
Up and over for a ball.
It's almost cruel in a way as these young pitchers are developing. They've got the smallest strike zones to aim for. And then as they get better and better, the strike zones get bigger and bigger.
Up and over the zone there for a ball.
So 3 balls and 1 strike. Saw Jonte come back well in the last battle. See what he does this time round. Up
Can't get
high.
it there. That'll be ball 4 and first base runner here for Caboolture. As the number 6 William Pilgrim steps into the batter's box.
Again, the right fielder took a walk last at bat. It's even smaller strike zone. Shapes up short.
Gets away, runner will go to 2. Lovely pitch there across the outside corner for a called strike.
Yep.
1-1 now, the count. Well, we've had it all. The 16s, we had the incorrect lineup given to the umpires.
Yep.
14s, we've had illegal substitution. And it doesn't just happen here. We had an illegal substitution at a recent Nationals.
Yep.
I think it was the under-18s Nationals. There was an illegal substitution made by Queensland. So, and by illegal substitution, what happened was the coach forgot to tell the umpire of the change. So we see the runner steal 3.
So 3 balls, 1 strike here.
Lovely
Great
pitch.
And we're going to be in a rundown.
No, they've let him go
No.
too far. Safe. Safe at 3.
Yeah.
Just going to check the count. Three balls, 2 strikes is the count. Runner on 3rd, 1 out for Caboolture.
Oh,
make it a 3
great
and 2.
pitch.
Two out, lovely pitch there. Should be back to the top of the order now.
The actual top of the order.
34. So
Yep.
Preston didn't get to bat properly in the last innings because
No,
they're out of order.
Yeah, 2 pitches and off he came. That one
Called
goes
strike.
through for a called strike.
High outside. Lovely
a great
pitch there.
pitch.
And just like that, 0-2 is the count. So Toowoomba, 1 strike away. They do need to shut it down here. That'll give them the chance to put 5 runs on and tie the game up, if nothing else. Don't know if they're going to have much time to do anything more.
And
Swing
gets
and
him
miss,
swinging.
And that's it. So we will head into the bottom of 3. Caboolture still leading Toowoomba 6-1. We are all back underway here. Number 4 is batting for Toowoomba. Called first strike there. It's Joshua Kuepi.
Oh, Koepi?
Kuepi.
Oh, yeah.
Top of the order.
Just looking at position 4.
Up and over the zone. So Toowoomba, it's 15 minutes left in this game. Can they put their 5 runs on, tie it up? Fouls that one off. 1-1 now the count.
Looks like just the one change for Caboolture. Keith Smith coming into centre field.
It's ball 1, strike 2.
Yes, yeah. I did think I'd missed the pitch.
And that is strike 3 and out. Lovely start there for Caboolture.
So the number 7 playing centre field, Caleb Shepherd-Taylor.
He's up and away for ball 1.
Caleb Shepherd-Taylor into bat here for Toowoomba.
Lovely pitch there, but not quite, says Council behind the plate. In the dirt for another... No, called strike, sorry.
Yep,
Low
that just
outside.
clipped the bottom of the zone there.
On its way through. 2-1 the count.
gets the very end of the bat on that one, fouling it off up the first baseline.
2-2.
Gets
Straight
him bat
back
on that
up the
one.
middle.
And that's a great way to open his batting. Caleb getting a single up to centre field and puts himself on first base. This will bring in the number 35 today, Jonathan Whitaker, catching for Toowoomba. That's a nice.
Outside called strike.
So Whitaker flying out to the glove of the second baser, who was Thomas Gorman at that stage.
Oh, he's gone big on that one, but couldn't get any contact at all. 0-2 now finds himself behind in this count. He was well in front of that pitch, needs to hold his hands back. And he does slightly.
Oh, does he beat that?
No, he didn't beat that.
Oh, quick.
That is the second out.
Pushes his runner around.
Have a look at this. Held his hands back, more or less. But low outside, couldn't get good purchase on it. Well picked up there. Yeah, just got him.
So with 2 away, Jonte Capita, the pitcher, steps in. Was a single through shortstop last time. That
Up
one
and away.
high out, yep.
Outside as well. So 2-0 the count here.
Chops
Grounds
that one
it to
down.
second base. Can't get the glove down to it though.
And
Runner's gonna
Toowoomba
come
will
home.
come home.
So Toowoomba put a run on the board with a single to right field. Thanks to their pitcher, Jonte. Next into bat.
Number 5, Bailey Wicks. Jonte goes for
Attempted
the steal.
Yeah, throw was just a bit short. Apologies.
That's right. Of course, there was a steal. Was that a ball or a strike?
There's a ball.
Thank you. I always get very sidetracked by the steals.
That's a strike.
But not
No,
called.
it was high. Sorry, it was high. Dropped into the zone after it went over the plate.
Once again proving that we cannot umpire from behind centre field.
Look, we could, but not well. A nice adjustment there to get the strike.
So with 2 away, Toowoomba have clawed back one of the runs they need.
2-1 the count.
No
And it's up and
high.
away.
Clay Munro continuing with the pitching here, has done a great job keeping Toowoomba to just the 2 runs so far. As I put the kiss of death on him, and
Well, that is harsh.
yeah, my apologies.
So runners on 1 and 2, but there is 2 out, so no infield fly rule. Coming in about number 3.
PJ Potgieter, first baser for Toowoomba today. He was,
Needs a safe hit. Balled first strike there.
so PJ was the out courtesy of that beautiful backhanded pickup from Braxton Neild on shortstop and the fire over for the 6-3 last time.
Oh, it's gone for the late steal. And everyone's having a picnic except the number 41, so Jonte's all over it. Runner at first, who's that? Bailey Wicks, has just stayed there.
On the outside. Does it go now? No?
No, it's going to stay put.
So 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ooh, up and over. That was another telescope that nearly got hit.
Yeah. Wick's content to back PJ here.
3-1 at the count. That's a strike.
That's
Loads
a
his
pretty
count up.
strike.
Ball 3, strike 2. Oh, he has a chop. It's in the dirt. The runner doesn't have to go. Oh, he's like
But he's
hesitated
going
and
to
gone
anyway.
now. Saw the ball kick away, and
Yeah.
the runner's gone around to 3.
Absolutely great base running there.
But again, the runner on 1 just casually went to 1 and didn't go any further. So intermittent aggressive base running here. You see here, just see it kicked away. Catcher couldn't find it, and as soon as the runner realised that, he's come home. Runner's gone to 3. The runner on first is too busy giving a high 5 to his coach.
Yep, seems
Forgot
fair.
to go to 2. That's all right. We are back. It's continuing on here. Next in the bat.
Was Max Butcher. What was the first pitch?
I don't.
Doesn't matter because he's going to hit it, and he's going to hit it
It's
through to right
right.
field.
Goes
And
for
the
the
runner
throw, but
comes
it's
around.
too late. Goes for the out of 3. Can't get that either. So good single there for Max Butcher.
So Toowoomba clawing these runs back.
So remember, they do have a 5-run limit, so the most they can do is 6 apiece. But a draw, definitely more favourable. Back into it now, left-hander Henry Hambling, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
In the batter's box. Runners on either side of town, east and west coast. 2 away here though. Caboolture just need 1 out to just shut this game down if they can. Up and over for a ball.
Thought I'd missed one.
3-0 is the count here on Hambling.
Hambling was a strikeout last time for Munro.
Swing and a miss. Surprised he swung at that. It's just 3-0 and it was in the dirt. And I think the coach is letting him know
That's
it's 3, you don't
yep.
swing.
Maybe not the one to go for Henry, but that's
That's all
okay.
right.
Still
Yeah.
got a couple more to play with here.
He's still in there. Bet you he won't swing now. Yeah, it's a strike. Quick as you like, 3-2.
So Clay Munro brings himself back into strike zone here.
That is inside and in the dirt. That will be ball 4. And we have loaded bases. Toowoomba need 2 runs home to tie this game up. Caboolture need 1 out to win the game.
Yep. Brings in the number 9 batter in this lineup for Toowoomba, Thomas Easton. Again, went down to Munro, his first at bat.
Good start there from Munro. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Last name like Easton. I don't even think that's an Easton bat he's using. Oh, it's a missed an opportunity. Up and over for a ball. It is an Easton.
I was going to say it looks Easton.
Gone for the late steal home. They've called him
they
out.
got him.
They've called it out. That's the second time in this game they went for it. He
Yep.
didn't slide. And Toowoomba.
That's the 3rd out.
Yeah, let's have a look at the replay here. They've gone for it on the throw back. They were ready for it, well and truly. Oh, that's a tight call, that one. But he didn't slide in the end. We'll
Yep.
give you one more look at it. Oh, we're going 1 more
I
innings
was going
here.
to say Toowoomba are screaming out of the dugout.
It's
well,
not
2
up
of
to
them are.
them.
2 of them are.
They might go another innings, more so than any other reason that there was such a delay. Have a look
However-
at this here. See what you think at home.
I can't tell from the glare on the computer screen on the replay. You let us know at home.
Looks like we're going to get 1 more inning, so we're going to have changes with batteries.
Yeah.
surprised they're doing another innings. There's only 4 minutes left in the game. Because we are going into, just turn that music off, apologies, I do it all the time. Going into the 4th innings, we do have to have a battery change in this under 14s. So Jonte Capita has come out of pitching and gone to first base, and Jonathan Whitaker has come from catching into shortstop. The first baser PJ has come into pitch, and the shortstop Max Butcher has come in to catch. So straight swaps there. And leading off in the batting will be the number 55, Braxton Neild. As I, apologies, fix up my scoreboard and take us to the top of the 4th. Sends that one high but over the fence for a foul ball down the third baseline. Braxton looking for his first hit in the game still. So got some good bat on there, which is great. So Toowoomba will be very keen to shut this Caboolture lineup down as quick as they can and get another chance at a bat in the bottom. Kept him scoreless in the 3rd. That one high up and away out of the zone for a ball. 2-2 is the count here on Neild. And it gives that a rip under the glove of shortstop out into left field. Well backed up by the infield there. But Braxton Neild gets himself onto base. And this will bring in, as we see the end of the replay there, just good backing up from Toowoomba to keep that in check. But number 12, Noah Marlemans, that one goes for a ball. Noah, 2 walks so far. So also looking to get his first hit of the game. But has been on base both appearances so far. Oh, gets under the glove of the third baser. And again, it becomes another single out into left field. So Caboolture, 2 batters up, 2 hits to left field, runners on 1 and 2. Number 25, Xander Reed steps in. Keep in mind too, because Caboolture had a 2-run lead, if they can put 4 or 5 runs on here, they won't be able to get caught.
Yep.
With that 5 across the plate rule. He's in behind, allows the runners to steal.
Some good dancing skills. Xander Reed showing all the spring from behind home plate. Comes to good use when you're batting as well. That one away from the catcher, and that will be a run across for Caboolture. So Xander Reed, another of the batters in this Caboolture lineup, looking for their first hit. He's had a strikeout and a walk so far. And gets a whole pile of bat onto that, but swallowed by the shortstop. Fires it over for a regulation first out.
That was a lovely job. As we have a look at the replay here, it was hit well, but well picked up to his glove side, and sends it across the first base. It was off the base, but he had time to turn and put the foot on the base. Back live now.
So yeah, good job from Whitaker, who's just moved into that position. So Clay Munro into bat, the number 96. Yes. That one away for a ball. A walk and a ground out through second base so far for Clay. PJ just dropping that one low and outside of the zone for ball 2. And we'll take the walk. So 1 away, 2 runs in so far. Cooper Roberts comes in to bat. 1 from 2 in his hits.
Yeah, had a lovely hit into right field in his first at bat, and he's just trying very hard to get a big hit here.
Yeah.
But his best hit came from just using the pace of the pitcher.
Yeah.
Though we have seen a change in pitcher now.
Yes.
Yep.
But fouling that one off, so runner has to go back to first. That one dropping low.
Did he go then?
Oh, I thought he held his hands back, but... Question going to be asked?
I reckon if I was the catcher, I'd be asking.
Yeah, PJ's asked it as the
No
pitcher.
risk call.
Yep. That one up high and out. So 2 balls, 1 strike here on Cooper Roberts.
Swing and a miss there for the second strike. Ball gets past the catcher, allows the runner to go 3.
And gets him swinging, and that will be the second out here. So the number 86 coming in.
Just look at that strikeout again. Lovely pitch. As number
Yep, 86, Keith Smith.
lets the first one go through for a ball. Let someone go through for a strike. 1-1.
Gets the bat onto that. Oh, is it gonna... Oh, great effort from the right fielder there.
Thought about going to 2. Oh, he could have gone there because there's no one there. Good hit in the end.
Scores another run.
So Keith Smith keeping this roll going. And all of a sudden,
That was
the best Toowoomba can now do is a draw due to the 5 across the plate rule. So they'll want to shut this innings down here before Keith Smith over at first base can get home.
Yeah. That was a great effort from Josh Coepi out in right field.
In the dirt and away, Keith Smith will go to 2.
Hunter kneeled into bat. So number 9. Gives that a... Oh,
That's a
and
catch
it's
though.
caught.
So it comes down to this. Toowoomba have the opportunity to put 5 on the board, runs on the board, and tie this game up if they can. Caboolture, if they can get 3 outs before that, will take the win, heading into the bottom of the 4th and final innings. And we are all set to get underway here in the bottom of the 4th and what we believe is the final innings. 36 steps into the batter's box, Thomas Easton.
So we have had the battery change as expected. Hunter Neild has come in to pitch. William Pilgrim has gone to catch. And Clay Munro, the pitcher's come out to left, and Xander Reid, the catcher, has gone out to right.
Swing and a miss on that inside. 1-1 now the count.
So Easton went down swinging in his last at-bat. Has a good
Chops and
swing.
fouls that one off. 1-2 now the count.
Caboolture will be hoping to shut this down as quickly as possible. Leave no doubt. Toowoomba are going to come back hard with the bats though, I believe. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the left fielder, Thomas Easton.
Up and away for a full count. Full count now on the leadoff batter. And that'll be a walk. So good start there for Toowoomba. They've got a base runner.
So we'll take us back up the top of the lineup for Toowoomba. Joshua Koepi.
Nice pitch there for a called strike.
Looking for his first safe hit of the game. Has been on base once out of his 2 at-bats. Puts that one up
Flies
into the
that.
air.
Shortstop calls it, takes it. There is the first out. Runner stays put at first base. So swinging the bat like they need to, but just couldn't find the gaps in that one.
Yeah, Braxton Neild making short work of that one. So head back in live, number 7, Caleb Shepherd-Taylor. Straight into it with the bat. Great rip out into right field.
They've gone for the
And-
right. Oh, they might have got
Yeah,
it.
they did. It was
They
a
did
9-3.
it. Good work there from the right fielder. Have another look at this one. So 2 away now, so it makes that job a little bit harder for Toowoomba, but definitely not impossible.
So Xander Reid using his catcher's arm to good effect as he's come out into right field.
We'll have a look right now. Yeah, definitely got him half a step. Number 35, Jonathan Whitaker in the batter's box now. He has been swinging big, and that one has gone fair.
Fair up the first
He's got to go
baseline.
to 2.
Oh, great base running. Yeah, that was really good heads up running there. Been loving that right field side with his bats, and it came to good effect on that occasion.
So the first pitcher now first base, John T.
Yeah,
It's in the batter's box, 2 away, runners on 2 and 3. Toowoomba needing 5 runs here to tie it up.
so Jonte, 2 at-bats, 2 on-base appearances. A safe single through shortstop, 1 under the glove of second base. On the outside there for a ball. So Toowoomba have 2 of the runs that they need of the 5 to draw it up on base. Jonte grounds that, and again it's under the glove.
Going for the play at home. Oh, but it's a wild throw. There's 2 runs in. Runners rounding, looking at 3, not going to go. So big throw home, trying to get that 3rd out. Couldn't quite get it. I tell you what, it was worth the risk.
Absolutely.
Might as well have a crack at this point. Have a look here at the replay. Had to go, but it was just a bit high. Catcher wasn't quite ready. And next into bat will be number 5, Bailey Wicks.
Yet to open his account with the bat. Has had a walk And a
Oh, they're
strikeout.
going for the steal to 3 because the ball's gone past. I didn't
Yeah.
realise the ball got past the catcher. But it was just going.
Yep, Shante straight off.
Twice we've seen Toowoomba try the delayed steal going from third to home. See if they're game to risk it for the biscuit here.
In the dirt there for a ball.
So 2 balls.
Up high.
3-0 is now the count.
Catcher gives the big stare down to the Toowoomba runner there. And that one in the ground, so Wicks gets another walk to his name.
Not sure why he was trying to throw him out there. The player was literally on the base. That could have ended in absolute disaster for the catcher. The player, as we saw on the screen there, he was literally on the base when the catcher's thrown it. Lucky there was backup because it did get through the third baser. Is this PJ, sorry?
It is. Our new pitcher comes in.
Now they're having a go at 1.
Oh,
Runner's coming home. They've got to take the out.
yeah.
They've got him. They've got the out. So they've shut it down. The run will still count. So it'll be Toowoomba getting up to 7. But it'll be 9-7. Looks like they're going to ask a question here for an interference, but I don't think he's grasping at straws there. Let's have a look at the replay and see what we saw. We see on the run here. No, he just chose to stop running. He didn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually in the way.
No.
So yeah, no, I'm good with that. That's out. Yep. So it just confirmed there by Emmett Council behind home plate. And we haven't seen time be called yet, but we're pretty sure that will be time. There it is,
There
time
it
of game.
is.
So Toowoomba had some few risky plays there that did not pay off for them in the end, but a good game nonetheless. Caboolture win 9-7. We will be back in approximately 30 minutes for this afternoon's game, which will be Ipswich taking on Caboolture. See you then.
Toowoomba.
Toowoomba, sorry. See you then.
How's it supposed to feel?